Hello and welcome to this tutorial on getting started with After Effects. I'm Luisa Winters. Let's get to it. So here I want to show you where we left it off last time. And we left with one layer. We had changed the size of the composition. And now we are seeing the values for anchor point position, scale, rotation, and opacity. I just want to talk about what these things mean, right? So what does position mean, for example? And at this time, pretty much all of my students are going to say something like, well, the position means the position of the layer. And I'm going to agree with that. It's actually true. That is what it means, but it's not exact. That's not exactly what it means. So this is kind of important to understand in After Effects. There is no such thing as the position of the layer. The only thing that exists is the position of the anchor point. So, for example, if position means the position of the layer, then why, if I change the value of anchor point, why does my layer move? Right? So if my layer is moving, notice the anchor point, which is this thing here in the middle, right? That icon in the middle, that crosshair, we refer to that as the anchor point, right? That is the visual representation of the anchor point right here in the comp panel. So that's not moving, but the layer is moving. So what is position? I want you to notice that position, that value didn't change. It is at 1920 by 1080. Let me go ahead and right-click anchor point and reset it. You can pretty much reset any value that has a stopwatch to the left of its name. You can reset it by right-clicking the word and then choosing reset. So here we go. If I change position, notice that the anchor point is coming with it. Let me reset this one. So this one is kind of important to understand. Both of them refer to the anchor point. The anchor point refers to where that crosshair is with respect to the layer, to respect to that particular layer. But the value of position means where the anchor point is with respect to the entire viewable area. And that's important. So right now you might be thinking to yourself, who cares? That's not that important. That becomes super important when you're copying and pasting position. Why didn't it work? Why didn't it go exactly where I need it? When we use masks for position keyframe. So it's really important to understand this. In fact, I would say it's essential. All right, let's go to the other properties. Scale, for example. It also is scaling from where the anchor point is. So say I change the anchor point, and yes, I used a shortcut to choose a different tool. I'm going to talk about the tools in a future movie. And if I scale this now, notice that it's scaling from where the anchor point is. Rotation is rotating from the pivot point of the anchor point. So the only one that doesn't refer to the anchor point, I just resetted the whole thing. The only one that doesn't refer to the anchor point is opacity. It makes all of the pixels semi-transparent and then finally transparent. That takes us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.